Okay, I have some really cool things to share with people, um, just about the power of speaking your truth out into the universe, speaking your heart. Because it's in heart where, you know, the logical mind and the spiritual mind, the heaven and the earth can really come together for unity. Um, so I don't know where to start. I always, when I get these really uplifting downloads, it comes in every single aspect of my life. Like, no denying it, that things are changing, things are growing, things are evolving. For the people that have chose evolution, things are about to really get amazing in your life. I'm just going to share some things and signs that happened to me recently, and I'm gonna share a video with you guys. So, my name's Tracy. I'm a psychic medium healer, and I specialize in tapping into your energy to show you your blocks and how to overcome them and things that are gonna come into your life and challenge you. And you can either stay in the same cycle, or you can use it to level yourself up. So that's my specialty, but I was trained as a medium. Initially. So I do bring through those energies as well, just to show the interconnectedness of everything, and that energy never really dies. And I just teach people how to tap into all that energy. So let me get on with this. My last one-on-one reading, I placed this red and black bean bag, you know, the ones that you heat up in the microwave. I placed it over my lap. Let me see if I can find it. So I placed it over my lap before the reading, and Spirit said to me, there's going to be something about this pattern and the girl that I'm reading for. And when she came on, what was she wearing but a red and black plaid shirt? And I love plaid. Like, it's one of my favorites. So I laughed and I told her the little story. Now, a couple days later, my partner and I went to we went to Barrie to the Flying Monkeys Brewery. If you haven't been there, you need to go. It has the best beer, so many different types, and delicious like food. So we were there, and I'm gonna post the video about how this kind of gave me a sign. So we were sitting there, and I was kind of like filming the beer mug with the name of the brewery and getting a little bit of the ambience and the live band that was there. And all of a sudden I see two red and black two people, one on the right, one on the left, right, which is like heart and mind, wearing these shirts back to back. And in that same moment, some random person walks down the middle of the aisle with one of these shirts as well. So now there's 3 in a row, alignment. Okay. Then I go to the healing fair where I was doing some readings, and what do I see but like about three people wearing this red and black shirt. So it was just telling me that everything is starting to align, the heart and the mind, because look at what's happening on the planet. Truth is coming out. The more that people speak truth, the more we start to create that reality. If people stay in the fear, okay, the fear is not facing it. You know that feeling when you're like, oh, should I do it? You know, and it's like, you know, it's going to be good for you, but you're so afraid, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Listen, no matter what you do, you're always supported. So you might as well choose what makes you happy. So go for those uncomfortable things. Face the fears. You know, that's how you evolve and grow and ascend into your highest self, that 5D energy. You're never going to get there by living, you know, in your comfort zones. And it's not to place fear in anybody. And you know what the true fear is? When you close your eyes and you don't want to see the interconnectedness of everything. When you close your eyes, you close your heart, and you want to just kind of keep the straight and narrow. Well, Ophiuchus, the 13th zodiac sign, because the astrological stuff is all really just a program. Okay? When you look into the depth of it, it really shows you how you reflect your energy, your inner self. Like, there's so many different, right? We got the sun, the moon, the ascending, all those things are the program. Okay? But we also have the 13th sign, Ophiuchus, which is all about healing and unity. And this sign has always been there, right? 13 is the divine feminine. That's why it's been feared, because people suppress the divine feminine energy, but that's the creative energy to create new ways of being instead of creating from old cycles that were placed there by something that wants to keep us in toxicity, right? Feeds. We only have two energies. What are we going to feed? Are we going to feed the old toxic cycles, or are we going to feed our creation, our growth, our evolution, everything we were meant for? That's number 13, the heart energy. And so you can also look at the old calendar before the patriarch monarch came in. Sometimes my words aren't the greatest. It used to be based on the indigenous calendar, which is the moon calendar now, and then it turned into the sun calendar, which is 12 months. The moon calendar was 13 months, like 13 moons in a year. So anyways, let's just get back to the story. So basically, things are shifting because people are speaking their truth. And the really cool thing is, I teach this online class where I teach people about energy and how to read the signs and read the energy so they can evolve and grow. And one of my dear friends that came back during my awakening journey in the class was sharing something, a physical experience that happened to her. She's more of the masculine energy, so she's going to have those she's going to notice the physical experiences first. She had this like random flash of blue light come in her room in the nighttime, and she's like, I'm not making it up, because all the cats jumped on the bed. And she goes, the funny thing is, she goes, it felt like, is this the alternate universe? And then the next day, something happened to the both of us. This woman, I was swimming, and this woman, she's like 69, and she was doing like backflips in the pool and cartwheels in the pool, and like the most graceful, beautiful looking woman. And I complimented her, and she goes, oh, she's like, I'm an ex-dancer, and she got sciatica, and so this is how she stays fit and does what she loves still without the pain. And so I met her actually before this whole sign thing came in, and commented, but then we would just briefly see each other and like wave or whatever. So she came up to me yesterday, and she's like telling me about how she makes this marijuana oil, and she's like, I can teach you how to do it. And I was like, that's so cool, because like I love holistic remedies. And so she's like, she gave me her phone number. Now, as I'm talking to this other person in my class that had the same vision, okay, it was the same message, right? Like, we're going into the alternate universe, things are aligning. It just means we're going from the upside down world, where most people were supporting the fear and refusing to see the truth, into the people that are starting to ascend and see the truth and speak the truth and create a new way of being, right? So it's so funny, because we build up all these like ideologies on visions that were different visions, but the same message, right? And this is where we need to see unity over division. And so basically, and learn that we all have the ability to channel our highest life path. It just takes breaking through some fear and getting a little bit of help in the beginning. So anyways, we're like, oh my God, it's the same message. We just received it a different way. And then she starts to tell me about this 60-year-old woman that came into her life the same day, sharing stuff about the law of attraction, and then asked for her phone number. And it's like, you see all the little signs and synchronicities that happen. when we learn that we're all interconnected, and when we're at on the same level, we're going to have similar things happen to us. And so better people are going to start to come into your life. You know, if you have people that, and it's not to judge the people, because we've all been in our lower selves. You know, this is what being a star seed is. You know, we're made of stardust. We're implanted through our mother's womb on this planet of duality as a little seed, right? And now we're growing through the darkness if we choose to, and evolving into our purpose and passion, and living our purpose and passion, healing into our power that creates a change on the planet. Like it's as simple as that. We all have this ability. You know, no one's more special than the next person. We are all just as important. And so getting back to the 13th sign, Ophiuchus. So what happened when this awareness came in? So it's always been there, that sign, but our awareness of it, you see, when you have an awareness, that's what a psychic medium healer does. That's what I do as one. I bring awareness to you, and that awareness helps you see the signs to evolve and grow. The things have always been there, but it's the awareness, the conscious awareness, that helps us see it so we can make those changes. And so now that people are aware of this 13th sign, and have been for quite some time, it never was meant to change the astrological program. So like if you're a Libra, you're not going to be a Virgo. What it did is it doesn't fit into the astrological program. It's just there on its own, right? It didn't shift anything linear. What it did is it turned the square into a cube to bring in a new added dimension. That's all it's about. It's for the healing, to see interconnectedness instead of just linear. You know, when you're linear, you can only see at the level you're at. The cube, now you can see it from a higher perspective. That's what it's all about, guys. Isn't that great? So if you feel like you're a little bit stuck and you want to get on this evolution and growth, check out my Etsy shop. My link's in bio. Inner Being Awakened. This is one of my dear friends, Nicole Litvin, the Coffee Quest Oracle. I'm going to pull a card to see where everything's going. If you want this deck, it's amazing. It's one of my go-to decks, and you can find it, just type it in Google. It'll come up. Okay, so this is kind of where we're at, right here, where we're at, and things that are happening to move us forward. We've got Midnight Ride. Taking a short break from a situation may provide the clarity you seek. So Midnight Ride, it reminds me of like the darkness going within, really facing all the situations that are coming into your life right now, and really contemplating and going over it. And why is it I'm attracting this? What is it trying to show me? What do I like about it? What don't I like about it? Really getting to that analysis, that self-reflection. Okay, and where can it possibly lead if you choose? So, all right, it's all free will. So, cleaning house, bitches, cleaning house. That's right. Time to clear the clutter and release any of those that no longer serve you. Broken cups, goodbye. I'm going to tell you, I did a little video on this recently. If you don't know, this is a little tip and trick for working with the matrix, breaking the code, is go around your house, get rid of anything that's no longer serving you anymore, and watch what you draw into your life. And then let that go too. Like you'll get a feeling, you'll be like, oh, this person hasn't been around in a long time and they're reaching out. Maybe I should clear out that energy as well. It doesn't mean like those people should never be allowed in your life again, but just be aware of the feelings you're getting, because sometimes we can be hindering someone's growth by allowing them in when they finally see our light, right? Because then they're going to feed again. So being very aware. So just watch, like, that's what I did. I cleared out some old broken dishes, got new ones, and then some old people from my past came in. And one, it was fine to talk to because he wasn't feeding off me, right? I got that feeling, just a friend, you know. The other one, I could see him cycling through different women and not wanting to commit, but like, it's like when one doesn't give him that feed he needs, he would go to the next one. Even if he's not getting anything sexual, even just the communication was a feed for him. It was boosting his ego so he didn't have to go within. So remember, we're all connected. I didn't talk to him. I was like, no, like, I really like you as a friend, but no, I'm sorry. Like, we're all in this together, and it's not my person, right? I want him to break so he can be with his right person instead of like feeding his ego. Raise your vibration. Music is love. Music is magical. Music can heal, inspire, ignite memories, create new memories, and enchant your heart and soul. So really raising your vibration through, you can even look into this, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, solfeggio frequencies, which help with healing certain vibrations. Gaze into shadows. So do that dark night of the soul work. Everything is based on the law of attraction, right? So reflecting. Ooh. Gather, find people that are supportive, that will help you grow and evolve. And don't be afraid of their honesty, because that honesty is going to really be what helps you skyrocket. So, check out, I do an online group for people and help them become aware. And it's like a great way to build community, to build confidence and trust in the messages you're getting, and help you evolve and grow. Cold brew storm. The cold winter encourages you to slow down, put a freeze on any big decisions for the moment. So don't feel rushed into things, take time for yourself. Now is the time to really nurture yourself and let yourself go into those deep, dark spaces of fear. And then we've got mindfully motivated. So remember what I said about consciousness. As soon as you become aware of something, you can be mindful of it and you can use it as motivation to get more of what you desire, because everything starts within. It's an energetic experience before it becomes physical. And then we've got deja vu. And I always say, when you start to get deja vu, there was a point in time where my deja vu kind of simmered down and I didn't get it for years because I didn't know about messages, right? And I was avoiding a message. And then when I finally made that difficult decision, the deja brew started up again. And let me tell you, that brew works some magic in my life and helped me to evolve into everything I really desire and love and live a passionate life. So you're going to start, because you're reflecting, you're going to start to get more of this deja brew, and you're going to use it like a little magic potion to create the life you truly desire over the fears. The fears support the demonic agenda. Do we want that anymore? It was never serving us, and it never showed us our interconnectedness. It just kept, dividing and separating us. Kind of like, how my friend, she got the same message as me, but it came in a different vision, right? So we need to get to the root of things and find the connection over the separation. That separation was only individualized to us. So happy healing, guys. You got this. We're all in this together to make the world a better place.